Hello, everyone. Good morning or good something, depending where you might be. I want to be sure that everything is all right with the sound. Let me check it out, actually. It should be all right. All right, yeah. So, good something. If there is any issue with the sound, please let me know. I was having an error on, but it's solved now. Well. Bitcoin. We'll be taking one by one. Actually, I want a little bit more people first because I don't want to start the analysis and then I don't know, having 10,000 questions. So let's give it 1 minute. Let's see what we have here on Bitcoin. Yeah, it's a range for the moment. It can easily turn into a power of three. We have this impulsive wave to the downside. And even if we form this W, we might reject here at the weekly open. Yeah. We'll be speaking about these things in a moment. Good something, good something. Hello, everyone. Hello. Well, not bad. Good morning, good morning. No sound? Guys, can you hear me? I think everyone should hear me. I don't have any issue right now, and I see everything is fine. Yeah, I saw on my MacBook, I tested and everything is fine. Yeah, it's from your side. Okay, so yeah, I think I gave enough time for everyone to join. We had a buffer of 3 minutes. I wanted before I start the analysis and requests and shit like that. Now we can start, and I don't want people to ask me 3 times about the same chart. All right, so we have about 60 people, 50. Um, the last thing, the administrative matter. I see only one comment there. So before starting, please go and comment to the last post where we start the live stream, retweet, like, say Stefan is an ugly motherfucker or whatever you want. And now let's start. All right. Um, Yeah, it's a nice thing to do. I mean, it's the only thing that I'm asking. I'm not asking for anything. Just go and smash that like button, comment, put a comment there, and retweet. That's the only thing. And now let's start this one. So, Bitcoin. I didn't change anything. If you go 4 days, 3 days, around here, 10 of December, 11 December, I spoke about the same fractal that I saw here. And I spoke about the fact that we have a big range. Yeah, a lot of people might have started being really bullish around here in on this range highs. Indeed, we had a W, we had a break of the neckline and a nice consolidation, but you know me, I like to treat everything like a range. And even if it breaks out and it goes higher, I usually have a long from here or from here or from here. I always have a long from the bottom because why I say that? Because there are so many ways to skin a cat and to get in a winning position, and you can easily trail that position. So even if the price goes around here, I will not start getting in longs here. It's stupid for me to do that. I always have a long from here or the range lows or deep discount area. All right. And even from this area, I started taking a long here at the flat bottom of 4H and the horizontal and for our FEG. I took a long around here. I had a limit posted a few days ago When we will get here at the monthly open or the yearly open, everyone will be starting taking longs again and aping. I mean, that's the story. We cannot do anything. But keep in mind, if you are in a good winning position, like PJ, for example, was on ZEC. Let me show you ZEC. ZEC USDTP, I think I have the chart on. Yeah, there we go. So PJ caught a really nice entry at this M top here, and he's still in the short. I saw some people are still in the short, and you don't want to close a position like this until maybe the price goes in a point, like a really strong pivot point. I mean, I would take some partials here. I would say that 300, it's a key pivot level. We see we bounce exactly from that one, but when you are in a winning position, what you can do is actually add to your winning position. If the price bounced here, you add back again to your winning position. But what I did here, it's actually I scalped 5-15 minutes Wyckoff, which we had here. I did indeed took two losses. I took a break-even trade and a stop loss in this area. I took a one loss here, which I was looking for an LJM top here, and then I took a break even on this one. And then I took a win, a 13R on this trade. Actually, the take profit was here, but I closed it a little bit earlier. Not a problem. So you can see, I mean, I can be wrong even 3 times. I can take 3 losses and you can still make money. And you can still make money. But you know, what's the issue? Because a lot of people will over risk here. Man, I'm already getting into the rents. It's not good. They will over risk here on the tree, and when it comes the time to punt the real short, they will under risk. So they don't have a risk consistency, and that's a real issue on a lot of people. I'm ranting already. It's not good. All right, so yeah, that's what I wanted to speak about, having a good entry and how much it matters. All right. So you want to be bullish on the right location and you want to be bearish. I mean, bullish and bearish, it's bullshit for me. You want to uh, position yourself accordingly, let's say like that, because I don't like to speak in terms of bull or bear. Since I started really getting into trading, it's absolutely useless in thinking in terms of bull or bear. Only public does that, and it's waste of energy. So I like to short deep premium, long deep discount. So Bitcoin, what do I see? 4 hour. I'm still short on this one, but I did took a long around here, 80, I think 85, 700, 600, something like that, with the stop loss here. I'm targeting the range highs. Definitely the first partial would be the weekly open. So we have this gap here. I'm looking at the weekly open to see how the price will reach and reclaim that zone. If I see weakness, if I see prices rejecting, and we can look at this bearish trend line, downslope trend line, we can safely assume that price might reject somewhere around here. Yeah. Let's go with the fib. I don't know if the bottom is yet in because we might go for another round of sweep, and we have some news. So 382. So I'm looking for a partial around maybe 38.2. This confluence area you can see with this bullish trend line, this crossover here. We'll see. We'll see where the price goes. But until then, I stay long around here, and then I'll seek to short again at the range highs. It's really simple. It's really, really, really simple. And you can see it's exactly the same fractal I was highlighting. I spoke about this fractal last week. All right. And the 78.6 to 88.6, exactly the same stuff. But actually, we did a deeper one because it kind of went into the 88.6. There you go. So that would be 1 hour to 4 hours. If we go on lower time frame, let me check, 30 minutes. I'm not that impressed by the structure here. Yeah, we have some demand confirmed. Look, you can see the 1 hour candle, but this can easily be flipped if enough retarded positions are aping and we see a blast through this key demand zone. There will be a lot of longs trapped, and I'll take my stop loss, but there'll be a lot of people that they don't have a stop loss and they'll get underwater. And then we will reject Monday low and go to the previous month low. So it's a probability. So be safe, stay safe. Yeah, we don't have yet a structure that tells me, well, look at that one. Looks like a very good long opportunity. No, it's not yet. We have a slight stop from an impulsive wave. We can have a bearish ABC and then continue to the downside. So I'm not that impressed for the moment with the structure, but I still stay long because we are in the 78.6. I have some confluences here with the FEG. I think we should get a slight bounce. We have a 4-hour confirmed demand into the 4-hour FEG. And I think we'll get a slight bounce so I can make my trade risk-free. So that would be Bitcoin on 4 hours. Let's put everything in a group. That would be, yeah, medium time frame. Okay. Are you entertained yet, guys and girls? Well, that's a huge mistake. Actually, I didn't long anything yesterday. I always tell to the people that are actually listening me, time over structure. You don't know how important is the time. A lot of you will try to outsmart the market, but you don't know how important it's the waiting game. So time matters a lot. For me, it's time versus structure. Few people will understand that. What the heck I clicked? Metrics? No, thank you. I wanted to, okay. So high time frame, no, weekly. Let's go weekly. Guys, weekly it's ugly. We have the incapacity of the price to accept inside the value area. And what I mean that Stefan said some fancy words. No. So this is a range. I think I already bugged you to head on your head with the ranges and shit like that. So this is a range, all right? If the price would have accepted back inside and we would have seen demand, this is not demand, this is supply, it's rejection. So it's like having an M top and then we are rejecting here. It's exactly the same stuff, double top and then bearish retest. So the issue is that we had 3 failed attempts on a 3-week candles to provide with any bullish structure here or bullish momentum. And I get it. I mean, we have a very aggressive down move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. All right, so we have 6 weeks of downtrend. We might be in this phase, so we might be in this preliminary phase, but I don't think the bottom is in regarding this week. And we can expect one more swing failure or a second attempt at the swing failure so we can create a Wyckoff. It depends, schematic 1 or schematic 2. So we can have one like this and another one like this, and then price is finding a bottom, and then we create the local bottom. So this is weekly, remember that. So I don't think we are out of the woods yet. And to even add more value to that idea, the fact that we are on the wrong side of the trend line. So if the price really wants to break out, we should get on the right side of the trend line. And we are not on the right side of the trend line. You can see rejecting until it found proper structure and then it broke out. So right now we are not even attempting to kiss the trend line. Yeah, we are not even touching it and the price is rejecting. So it tells me that there's a lot of weakness in the price action right now. Did I catch your attention, guys? Let's get some water. So weekly is not looking great. Not looking great at all. right. Perfect. So also, what I was discussing with PJ, there is an issue with the fact that we didn't had a proper retest of this week high. We had a front run of about 300 bucks. Usually when you get a front run of a key level, it's not a good indication of what the price will be doing, because usually when you get a front run, the price will go and slice through that level and retest it. And a lot of people will get bullish here. Well, it's not bad in hindsight, but the price, I bet that the people that entered here, about 80%, they took no profits here at the range highs, and they will cut it at break even or stuff like that. And that will actually put lots of good pressure on the price to bounce. So we have the channel, which I'm looking for. We have this anchored VWAP, random one. We have the poke and 706, which is the sweet spot. And I think we have a good chance of the price coming back down inside maybe 78,000, or even the point which I was highlighting here, 73,800. If the things are getting nasty, we can definitely test this fair value gap here at 59,000 to 62,000. So I'll play level by level. First level for me to get into longs would be the swing failure of the pivot low, this one. Then would be the swing failure of this one. Let's see the price, how the price will react here. And then I'll be looking for structure. So I like to play level by level. All right. GAN wise, you can see we are bouncing off the 50%, which is normal, but high time frame, this is an equilibrium zone. So if I would be to be a weekly time frame trader, investor, position trader, you call it however you like, I would definitely not look for a position here at a equilibrium zone. I would not look to add to my bags here. Only maybe if we get on the other side of the trend line, we form some bullish structure, and maybe I don't know. Let's get rid of the low time frames. Maybe monthly open and quarterly, previous month low, current year low. So definitely, I mean, we are below yearly open and monthly open. You can see we are rejecting them. We rejected them for 3 weeks in a row. We rejected that one. So that makes me think that the price will be seeking the next liquidity point, which would be the previous month low and the current year low. What would actually be even better? What would be even better? It's exactly the thing that I'm mentioning to you over and over and over again, which is time over structure. And then what that would mean? It would mean that I would like a sweep of the current year low next year. So in 14 days from now. So 14 days from now, maybe the price is ranging a little bit more. We get the January dump in the current year low, and then the price rebounding, and that can be the local bottom where we can have the current year low, the previous year low sweep, a new yearly open point of interest, and then the reclaim of that pivot low. I don't know if it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, it's all right. All right. Make sense? I don't think so. All right. So I think we covered the Bitcoin on low time frame and high time frame. I think so. No? Be more interactive, guys. Be more provide more feedback. Speak, post, comment. I don't want to have a yeah, you're the only one, Menace. I don't want to have a monologue here to speak by myself. I want you guys to. Okay. All right. So be more active, please. Um, that would be Bitcoin. Let's go a little bit into Ethereum. All right, Ethereum USDT. I don't know. I have some deep analysis on this one, but I don't know on which exchange. Ah, this one. Yeah, we'll go to this one a little bit later on. Let's go on low time frame because I know a lot of people are expecting from me a low time frame analysis. I already have the long triggered on Ethereum here, 2875, and you'll say, well, stop talking shit. You're not long from that level. Where actually you can go on Discord and you can see actually the people where the heck it is. There you go. So there it is. There you go. This is last night or yesterday. I was sleeping and I said, yeah, 2875.16. Oh, I cheated, guys. I had the even better entry. I'm sorry. Uh, yeah, and then I spoke about the next level. So we hit our main point of interest. I'm long here. I had a okay. This was a trade that I posted. So I even had a better entry. I have no idea why he blocked me, and I really don't care. We'll go and watch Pippin. Uh, yeah, I mean, I know I have nothing to prove. I just want to provide with the receipts for the people that actually put the time and effort. Uh, CZ blocked me. Yeah, I'm buying Aster. Don't have much to add, just learning and taking notes. Well, that's the way. You have to put lots of time and effort. So for this one, yeah, I'm long on on Ethereum, but it will not be easy. I mean, it's not out of the woods yet. I would definitely target somewhere around here, 3.2 thousand. But this displacement, it's too aggressive. So definitely I'll look to get risk-free at monthly open or the previous week low. And if I would be to play level by level, which I always and we always encourage me and PJ, you can see we have lots of resistance here at 3,000. So this is a big psychological level from Ethereum, the $3,000 area. Yeah, we have resistance. You get idea. So I would expect the market to reject somewhere around here. Maybe it has an attempt at the reclaiming of the previous week low, but I think that in the end, let me clear some of the squigglies. There you go. I think in the end, it will prove to be a failed auction and will not hold uh, above previous week low. I will go keep your guys dot and algo. Yeah, please. I will look on every altcoin that you guys are asking. What I'm only asking is let's finish Bitcoin and Ethereum. Maybe we find some setups because I'm looking for the setups for you guys. I'm not looking for myself. Let's look for some setups and then we go on the altcoin space. All right. So this area you can see it's a ascending demand here. I was looking at this ascending channel, which is indeed it's all right. We can have one more dump and the swing failure of this pivot low. Yeah, we can have, and we can actually look for a 3 drive. And I do think that it will actually happen, considering that we have the NFP today. So give it a little bit more room. Don't try to outsmart the market with I don't know 5 minutes scalps or 3 minute scalps and have a stop loss like this. You will not have a chance because most likely the market will hunt all that liquidity. So I'll stay on 1 hour and 4 hours for the moment. Um, So, all right, weekly open, Monday, blah, blah. All right. So you can see we swept previous day low. Well, basically, we should go to the next point of interest, which should be monthly open. All right. That would be low time frame on Ethereum. Shorts, I'm not interested in shorting here. I mean, we are below equilibrium. We are in the OT in the 61.8. I'm not hunting shorts here. Yeah, shorts, you're hunting here at the top. Maybe if we go in the weekly open or previous day high, maybe. All right, that's the low time frame. High time frame. Man, that's a lot of squiggly wiggly. Okay, we rejected perfectly here. Those are rejection zones, like shorting zones for me. Um, we are still inside the value area. You can see we are, despite Bitcoin, Ethereum is holding a little bit better on high time frame. And we are still inside the value area. What I mean by that, range lows of this intermediate range. If the price would be to accept below this area, then we would look at this consolidations and we would look for a zone where to get my bids. So you can see 2.5 thousand, 2,281, and 2,146. And then I have this level. So this would be my areas of hunting long positions on a high time frame. Actually, I have limit orders buys because I want to buy some Ethereum on those areas. And I don't care if the price will go there. I absolutely don't care if the price will go there. I only care about being ready when the price will do that and if the price will do that. And that's a trader's job. So for the moment, it's not looking bad here. We are still holding inside the value area of this previous range consolidation from February to July 2024. It's not looking bad. So as long as we are holding this one, we should be fine. All right, let's go on others because I had lots of questions regarding this one. Nothing else to add. You can see I'm looking at the 78.6 here. We should dump into the 188. If you can see the price, it's actually weak. Man, when I'm changing the time frames, my trend lines are changing too. I hate that. And you can see actually the price is rejecting the trend lines all the time. I was looking at the potential Wyckoff because we had the initial SFP here, the pivot low. And what I'm looking now, it's exactly the same thing here. But why I do not like it? Because we don't have an aggressive capitulation. So I would like to see an aggressive capitulation on others before we have a reversal. And this is not a capitulation. So I'm still waiting to see this really aggressive move to the downside, like here. That's and then a retest. Yeah, like here, and then a retest and higher. So I'm waiting exactly for the same thing, and we don't have it yet. Yeah, like here, like here. Something will happen in the next period that will put a potential capitulation. Just my stupid sense. I mean, I'm looking at the structure. I'm not trying to look at events or anything like that. And the structure calls for a fast liquidation of all the liquidity to the downside. Fill the wick, which it's sad. It's sad that a lot of people, I know I was there, a lot of people started aping around here on altcoins, saying that we will never feel 78.6 or 88.6. And I know I had lots of hate, like keep dreaming, boy, and stuff like that, because you will not get your fills. And yeah, I actually had my fills, and the price is even going lower. Because for example, I'm buying spot ICP, I'm buying spot Filecoin, and the price is going lower. Nothing that I can do. But it's not my job to predict where the bottom will be. My job is to execute my plan. All right, so I do still think that we'll be just going a little bit lower on altcoins. Let's go on total. So keep it steady, guys, because after I finish with this ones, we'll be going on requests. So I'll be taking requests from your side. Great success, PJ. Oh my God, great success. So after we finish this, we'll be going through, yeah, through your favorite shitcoins. Um, you know, whenever, I mean, how I trade, whenever a trend line is invalidated, if so, I'm looking at ranges. So keep in mind one thing, please. Even if the price starts doing this, it's not the end of the world because it can instantly do this. And what I mean by that, give me a clear chart of Ethereum. Let me give you an example here. What do I have here? A bottom on Ethereum around 29 December? Yeah, might be. So what I'm implying here, look at this trend line. Yeah, and look at this deviation here. It did exactly the same thing, reclaimed, retested, and went higher. So we can see exactly the same thing happening on total. And then how would you know where the price might stop? Well, try to frame the range. If the price will dump, most likely we'll be speaking about what the heck is going on? All right. Maybe a 75% GAN here at 2.33 million, trillion, whatever is that one. Then put a fib, golden pocket, looking for that one too here. So I'm expecting a little bit deeper retracement around here in this area. And why I say that? Because look at the trend line. The price is still riding the trend line on the wrong side of it for a long period of time. And it's not looking like it wants to go on the right side of the trend line too soon and actually create some bullish structure, because you can see it's actually creating this potential bear flag. So even Ched's highlighted it. It's a clear one, and I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So even if we go with the waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this should be the third one because it's the most aggressive one. So we would still have an end wave here, and this should be A, B, C, and then put in the last one. So we would still look for a final wave, but don't become bearish on that one. Don't become bearish on the last potential attempt to the downside, because a lot of people will start capitulating on that point and say, "Whoa, okay, yeah, we are done. We are actually done. Nothing to do here." 1 second, let me make a coffee, please. Nothing to do here. And actually, that would be the moment where I would put my money. So whatever comes under this SFP of the pivot low in the 61.8, I think it's a good area to start bidding here. 2.7 trillion. What is below? I'll be looking for structure. Let's go on total. I don't know, total two. I don't know if it has too much sense to look at the total two. Yeah, maybe. So even on this one, I was looking at, I don't know what this channel is. I definitely not looked at it in this manner. Maybe this manner. Yeah. I hated that when I'm changing the time frames. When I'm changing the time frames, my channels are moving. Maybe I need to lock them. Okay. So what I was looking here, I know I was trying to put some squiggly lines, I think. Exactly the same thing. So trend line, price crossing on the other side of the trend line, and then breakout. Exactly the same thing I'm looking forward here. So we need some consolidation. September 24, November, April. So about 2 months. We have December, so it would be January and maybe January, mid-January to February would find the bottom if we follow the same fractals from here. So we are close. Also, I didn't spoke about the GAN, which I framed yesterday. Uh, if we look at the 50% GAN, which is actually a fractal of the previous structures which we had on Bitcoin and Ethereum. I only made the analysis and explained it on Discord, but that would put a potential bottom somewhere in January. Let's go here and let me show it to you because it's not a secret. It's not a secret. Let's put 3 days maybe. So we had bottom, top, 56 bars. Then we go top, bottom, 26 bars. So plus minus 2 days. Yeah, plus minus 2 days. Same stuff. I think I should go weekly, no? Yeah, go weekly. So 24 bars, there you go, yeah, weekly. And then we have 26 bars, and we should find the bottom in 13 bars. That brings me to January. Yeah, exactly as I was showing you. So we have exactly the same fractal going on. I expect somewhat in January, beginning of January, to have a aggressive dump to the downside. What it can happen, it's actually to go on the third. So we can have a third, like 75 GAN, that would put the bottom somewhere in February, or we can have a 1 by 1 GAN. The one can tell you which one will be. So we have these 3 dates on a weekly basis that I'm looking forward to. It's not a secret, and they are working absolutely insane. You can see here how nicely it works. Market really enjoys moving along this GAN time ranges. I'm not doing predictions. You're in the wrong side. You're in the wrong server for predictions. Yeah, Albert, we'll be looking at. I'm asking, please keep your request. We'll be going on a request in a few minutes. Let's finish with total, and then we can go to request. What I was squiggling here, man, this is ugly. Ah, okay, arrange. So the same stuff here. We can have a Wyckoff accumulation in progress, but we need to go at the lows and see how the market is reacting. Total, then total 3S. I have any analysis on this one? I do have. So on this one, I really don't like this liquidity here at the low. So maybe some event to take all that liquidity. But the good indication is that the price has started getting on the right side of the trend line. So it's a good indication that price might try to form some structure, but it's not there yet. We don't have yet a clear indication that the price uh, wants to pump from here. Exactly, Arben. Market absolutely loves GAN. In market, it's in love with the GAN thirds and the GAN theories, GAN cycles. We spoke about others, maybe some USDT dominance. What do I have on the table? Well, for me, whatever it's in this 7%, 6.8, that's where I'm reloading altcoins and stuff like that. We left equal highs, which makes me think that the price might try another attempt here at the highs. I saw a lot of people trying to manipulate the idea that we have a Wyckoff accumulation on a weekly basis. I mean, if we have that and we get the LPSI and then we get the expansion, I mean, where the heck this one would go? Because if we have a weekly Wyckoff, that would send the overall market to zero. So don't try, I mean, create context. Try to, the Bitcoin will get to $2,000 if it goes there. Yeah, I mean, monetary and the amount of money changed a lot. That's a nice chart, Paul. You want to get banned too? That's such a good one. That's such a good one. Um, so yeah, I'll play ranges. You can see this one loves W's and them tops, so range game, nothing else. USDC, actually, it's a bit clearer. And why I say that, because I think it attempts for this highs here. It presumably broke out, but I don't believe in breakouts. I'm that skeptic person who doesn't believe in breakouts. So I do think that we'll get some sort of deviation around here. I don't know, maybe fucks around a little bit more time and then sends it to the range lows, something like this. And we actually, what we are doing, we are retesting this previous week. So anything around this area, maybe look, let's try to focus a little bit better the zone, that zone, maybe around here at 3.24. Um, well, I'm glad that you guys are actually learning or having some value from this. All right. Now we are already almost 1 hour into this. Let's get request, guys. So it's that moment. Request moment. I want ticker, time frame. If you don't put ticker and time frame, there you go. I'm not taking your request on hype because I want the ticker and time frame because I can go hype on. Let's go hype on 1 minute and maybe let's frame a setup. You enjoy 1 minute? Yeah, there we go. X and Y 1 hour. So put the time and effort to put a time frame there. Don't throw me just a ticker. Not looking bad. This is not looking bad. Not looking bad at all. Yeah, put the charts there. I'll take all the charts. We had the initial. This is a nice Wyckoff accumulation going on here. What I don't like is that it didn't took this pivot low, but I think it's enough. We reclaimed back inside the value area of this previous range, and we can have a rejection around here. The risk to reward for me is not great to take a trade here and then maybe if it comes back around here. What the heck? Man, what's going on? Maybe if it goes back again here, and then I can get a 3 to 1 R, maybe somewhere around here. That would be okay. But I'm not chasing here because I don't have enough risk to reward until the resistance point. Next one, daily time frame on Filecoin, one of the coins that I actually like. So we have to ignore what's left for the moment because price it's already doing different things, but I really like the strength that it put here on 1 day. You can see it did more than 2x. It actually did a 3x. So I really like that one. Filecoin, we SFP'd the previous month low, which is really, 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 really nice. Tries to W out. What I would do, Albert, I would go with the OCO stop limit order into this point. And we have lots of equal highs here. So what I would do is actually put an alarm here or an OCO stop limit order. Once the price is breaking this neckline, that then it will confirm the double bottom, will change the structure, and maybe even we have a bullish market structure shift into this pivot low, bullish retest here again, add, take partials into this point. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. We even have an intermediate W here. This one. But what I don't like yet about this one is that we are below the previous month low. So you are sort of bidding against resistance that is not yet reclaimed as support. But I like it a lot. So that it's 1 hour actually. You said daily. Um, we can get into a 3 drives here, and actually we can get into a high time frame Wyckoff, because this one can turn into a high time frame Wyckoff. And the market maker buy model, which is already in progress, I was highlighting here. So yeah, I really like this one. Next one. So someone retweeted his message. Hype 1 hour and 4 hours. Well, there you go. You see, you can do it. You can actually put a time frame on it. You can see where I'm waiting. I'm not a big fan of 165. Let's see, 2412. If he didn't respected the 24, the 50%, then we'll most likely be speaking about 2424. So this one, or then maybe we'll speak about a 75%. So you can see I'm waiting for it around here at 24 and then at 19. 78.6 Fibonacci on hyperliquid. For the moment, it's in a clear bearish downtrend with no clear indication of the price actually trying to reverse. So okay, again, RR12. You told me ZEC. ZEC what? Tell me the time frame. I repeat, if you want me to chart your request, I want you to put a ticker and the time frame. Easy. Can you look at Clanker? Let's look at Clanker. Clanker USDT. Clanker USDT. All right. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah. Yeah, you can take the W. Actually, it fired already. We have a 1 hour FEG, so most likely the price will come back and retest that one. But you'd like to get risk-free SAP with these shitcoins because they are pumping, like RVV, for example. They are pumping like crazy, and then, well, if you don't take profits, they are coming all the way back home. So sort of a liquidity hunts, you can destroy profile. So yeah, that's a nice W. Beat 1, 4, and 12 hours. Man, but you want all the time frames possible. No, it can go wherever it wants. I'm not touching it. Maybe short. We have the first sign of weakness here. Maybe another SFP. I'll take a short here. Let's put an alarm. Definitely looks good for a short there. 1 hour. No, thank you. Maybe I would look for a longer round here at the equal lows. So you can see here the liquidity pool. So not touching here, not touching here, not touching here. Liquidity hunt. Next one, Tau 4 hours. Tau. My beloved Tau. Well, this one is going to 0. No, not to 0, seems like. What it says here. You've been sold the top as a great long breakout setup. Who remembers about that? Anyone remembers about it? Look at it, it's breaking out. It's going to 1,500. It's going to 1,500. Look at the breakout. Well, not a breakout, guys. Not a breakout. So Tau 4 hours, I'm looking to buy 223 dollars area, and then I have limit orders spread all around this zone. Yeah, what I did is actually I put 20 limit orders around this area. So no, I'm not buying it here. Actually, I shorted a little bit when I saw the rejection. Chill guy, chill guy USDT. All right, there you go. You can see I have a long position on chill guy. I was looking for a 3-tap setup here. I don't know if it holds or not. It's not up to me. If I get this SFP of the equal highs, I will make sure that I get risk free from the position. Fill guy, all right. It's possible this market maker fill the it is highly probable, Albert, that market makers will fill the 10 October weeks. Pipin daily. Pipin. Oh my god. Well, you can see Pipin, you can see where our limit buy order was. This is a trade from the shitcoins on repost that one, guys, from the chat. The post from Paul is really a nice one. So if you didn't yet repost it, try to repost or comment that one. It's funny. That's how they are working. You have the link here above. There you PJ posted it. So Pipin, I already have a bag of this one. It's too high. Actually, if you want to take profits, yeah, but you don't chase. Stop chasing already pumped coins. What do you want to see, or how do you find the reward on that coin? Can you tell me? Do you see any risk to reward that you might want to maybe to the short side if you're fast enough or if you're good enough of a trader, maybe. Hello, can we discuss about BMix? Yeah, I have a bag of that one, a big one, but and I didn't like the fact that it lost this range lows here, and I stopped adding to the bag. It's a lost bag if it doesn't reclaim. My average is about 43 around here. It's not a lost case. I saw they are still active. It's still looking good, but we need a proper reclaim of these range lows, and the price needs to stop from this bleeding. Most likely what is happening is that price, you can see it's consolidating. It's consolidating the 10 by 10 week, like every other shitcoin is doing. So I stopped adding to my bag. I'm just letting it be and looking for the next one right now. It can easily reverse and go higher. So yeah, let's go to the next one. Well, you guys are quite active today. Zek, we discussed about Tao. We discussed about Tao, guys. You want me to speak about Tao each second and how perfectly you've been sold at the top as a great long opportunity? You really want that? No, I'm joking. Don't want to feed my ego. I wasn't right. It was just a normal play there. I don't care about being right, despite them, because they really love to be right. That's how they are feeding themselves. Zek, I'm short and I'll stay short. I took profit from this one. You can see this is PJ's short. This is my short, which I posted here. So I'm not looking to long ZEC because we lost the trend line. So you can see this is a displacement. If you have a corrective move here, it can easily dump lower. So no, I'm not interested in taking anything in ZEC. Anna, daily, say it's interesting because it came into one of my pivot points. Man, you guys are typing lots of messages, which is not bad. I need to keep up with you. So Anna, say useless. Anna, let's be faster. Let's get faster. It lost a key pivot low, which makes me think that it wants to go for the next one. So you can see Anna actually rejected here the highs, and most likely it will go for 0.19. So I'm waiting for that pivot low to get some structure here. All right, say, you can see it came into one of my main points of interest here, 1.1, yeah, 0.11, and I already bought some spot, and the next one is 0.093. So what is below this value area, I'm interested in say. Useless. Useless. It looks really useless. You can see rejected here, nothing. Let it dump. Easily it will come here or even here at a 0.012 lower. And then we'll say, well, if it goes there, why don't you market short? Well, because I'm not I'm not retarded to short here. I'm the type of person that is shorting here at the highs, not here at the bottom. I like to short when it's green, not to short when it's red. You have to make the difference. A lot of people, they don't understand that. Hype, we discussed about that one already. Hype, I already discussed about hype. I said it has to go lower, $23.19 then. H bar, link, dusk. Oh my god, you guys are crazy. Well, I did ask for you to put a request, but H bar USDT lower, way lower. Let's see where. I don't have any analysis on this one. I usually have analysis, but what is stupid to me is that I'm not keeping a clear exchange to make my analysis. What I would bid on H bar, it's 0.086 and 65. Link. What the hell do I have here? Man, so many equal lows. Well, it's filling the gap. You can see bounce of the 0.5 GAN. I'm expecting if it failed out, and it did failed out, you can see. I'm now expecting 0.75 GAN. So around $10, I expect it to dump. Ooh, dusk. Dusk, I have a long, and this motherfucker, it's failing the long. I was looking for a three tap setup here, but you can see it's failing it, not a problem. I'll take my loss. Same stuff, I lost a trade here on AR USDT B. Where the heck is anyway? I had a long on this one and I got stopped out on futures, not on spot, all right? TRX. No, it's looking bad. Come on. It's looking bad. I would try to look for a long maybe here at 0.21. 30 minutes, you said? Sorry, 30 minutes. Yeah, we can look for scalps. Ew. No. Why? Why? No, man. You see this W in the middle of nowhere? That's why? What the heck is this? You really want to fiddle in the middle? Kimosabe. Oh, you asked for a TRX 30 minutes? It's in the middle of nowhere, man. You can see here. They're actually against an M top with a W. That's just a fuckery of a structure there. Can you speak about risk management where you add? After I finish the charting request, I will rant a little bit maybe about risk management. Maybe, because my mouth is already hurting. DCP gonna come to you. DCP, what's this? CCP, no? Yeah, doesn't exist. Yeah, I'm looking, Albert, I'm looking on that 3 drives on Filecoin with the previous month low reclaim. Okay. BNB. Congrats for CZ blocking you. BNB. Well, not a bad W here, but you can see, I don't know. You can see, I mean, you are beating that W against an M top rejection here and here. Why? Where is the risk to reward in taking this one? I don't know. Maybe it's a power of 3. Who knows? Maybe I'm stupid. I know I am. I'm speaking by myself, sorry. But it's not even at 61.8. So this didn't cure any cancer or stuff like that to deserve a front run long of golden pocket. Come on. So no, it's right in the middle. Never accumulated properly. Well, I like Tao. Uh, I like how it moves, and I actually did lots of profits. I ended up buying spot Tao with the help of the influencers because they are always bullish on the wrong on the wrong location. AVAX, Doge, AVAX. Mm, 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 no. Why? Why AVAX? Yeah, it lost the pivot low. We go to the next one, which is here. So AVAX should dump to 11.29, and then I would look for $10. Yeah, actually, look at the $10 area or lower. All the altcoins are looking like that. Doge. Well, I really like Doge, and I have a big bag of Doge, but I have it to a good average, like 80, 90 here. I did two partials, but I'm actually adding back again because I think this one can easily go to $1 or $3, even higher in the upcoming years. Mm, no, it's actually failing to hold the range, which is sad. I think it goes lower. We can speak about this liquidity pool here at 0.1. Others, yeah, Albert, I spoke about that one. Others, it should put a Wyckoff here. So we have the first SFP and close above. We have the second one. So it should create some local Wyckoff in that area. Alex Becker coin. Link for hour. We discussed about Link. Link that doesn't look great. Not even on 4 hours. If you want to look for a long, look at $12, not at 12.8 here. We spoke about AVAX and Doge. Well, Damask for Pippin, I just want to exit the coin at break even. I don't know what exactly created the pump. Well, I guess you are short and you are trapped in a short. I cannot help you in that regard. Exactly, Albert. In the proper environment, yeah, we'll have lots of breakouts. I don't know, 2026, maybe we'll have 4 months of bull market, 3 months, we'll have lots of breakouts, and then everyone will be a smart ass. But for the moment, it's not the point in time where you will look for breakouts. Late to the party. Well, let's look at the forbidden coin. Well, it has a Wyckoff distribution here. I was looking at this trade the other days, so I would target here the lows, maybe 2.1. The risk to reward wasn't great because it had a big window of risk, so this shitcoin should dump. XPL, my friend Plasma. You can see where I'm waiting for Plasma. 10 cents, sorry, not one. So 0.1. MNT, MNT, MNT. Not looking bad. Mantle. Let's go and buy it. Not looking bad. But I wouldn't be bullish on it here. This area is good for longs. And this one. Not here at the highs. So it's mediocre. I wouldn't chase here. Oh my god. Well, we had lots of requests today. My mouth is already hurting. Let's go back on Bitcoin and Ethereum, see what we can find, what they're doing. Well, Ethereum is fighting with that W here and that trend line here. It's not bad. We have some compression happening for the last 45, 1 hour, for 60 minutes, which is not bad. And actually, this can create something like this. This is my chart full of trades, the trades that we took. And you can see I hunted only shorts here at the top, and then I hunt only longs here. It's a simple, stupid game, but it requires a good planning. You need to lower your IQ to get trades like this. If you are too smart, you will not make it. Yeah, I was looking at this channel. You can see I have some lines, this one and this one. It's actually the channel, and we are rejecting that channel. That's what I was looking at. But I think it, and if I get it, you don't see what I'm speaking about, maybe. This one with this one, yeah? We are at, yeah. And you see we are rejecting it. But what it can happen, it's actually, we have a trend line deviation here. And then price gets back inside the value area. I think we need to give it a little bit more time. Are you guys still having fun? Well, no more requests, I see. Everyone has everything clear right now. It's Paul is having fun with CZ. It's great achievement indeed. Imagine that he went on our profile and clicked block. That's crazy. Well. Yeah, I did discuss about this W. If you want to take this W, it's all right. It's not bad. But I'm not a big fan of this wide stop loss. We can easily turn into a inverse head and shoulder. So maybe we can get a deeper retracement around here, but it is what it is. If you want it, a late entry, how some people would call it. But I did post this one, 2875 in last night. Run time, risk management. Let's get to the risk management because I promised you. Can you speak about your risk management, where you take half of trades, where you add margin? I'm never adding margin. I'm adding position size. That's a different one, and some life hacks. So if you want to be a really good trader and generate lots of profits, when you trade, you want to have a very good plan. So everything starts with a plan. You cannot generate profits if you don't have a plan. And indeed, market might be really difficult at some points in time. There's nothing you can do against market being difficult, but it's one thing that you can do at having a very good plan. That's very important. So, and do less mistakes. So your focus has to be on excellent execution. One, excellent execution, precise follow-up of the plan, and always respect it. Respect the plan. And three, don't think. Because if you did well the first two things, if you did a very good plan, actually that should be the first point. If you did a very good plan, then you don't need to think at all. what it's left, it's actually execution. Because if you start thinking, lots of mistakes might occur. So your main focus should be on creating an insanely good plan with little to no room of to mistakes. Like shit that I heard, that I read this morning, I'm trapped in a short position. You cannot be trapped in a short position or a long position. You cannot be trapped. You have to understand how important it is to plan everything, every move in advance. And I cannot enforce this idea enough. So also when I'm getting in a position, let's say that I'm taking this one with a 0.5 risk and I'm planning to add. So how I'm adding to a winning position, I'm only allowed to add. So I went with this one. I see that the price is going in my favor. How I'm allowed to add, it's only when I'm in profits. For example, around here, I'll have 1.65% profits. What I'll do is maybe I'll trim some partials. I'll take 50% off. Then when I see the price gets here into the M top, I'm adding again. So let's say I'm adding again 0.5 here, all, and then I'm dragging a little bit my average from here. It will come here. But the point is that the profits that I booked in this part are guaranteeing me that if the price comes back at the top here and takes me out, I'll be risk-free because I have nothing to lose. Even if I add back again to my winning position and my average is here, I'll be safe because I managed to take partials. So it's insanely important to understand how to take partials. And when the price goes in your favor, like you take again 0.5, then you look at this area to add back again to your short, add back again, take, add back again 0.5. Here you take back again, let's say that you're at 3.35% profits. And this is how you're compounding actually. And you end up, yeah, you might end up with lower position size, with lower profits than you go with a straight 12R. But you know what's the point? It's really hard to, it depends a lot on the market status. So if we have a straight delivery where the market goes straight to your take profit and you see the market is really, really strong towards your point of interest, then you can let it go on that area. But if you see that the price, it has lots of weakness into delivering the price into your point of interest, you might wake up with cases where the price goes all the way back to your entry. It doesn't mean your thesis was wrong, but it means that your invalidation has to be triggered. There's so many aspects that should be discussed in trading and can be discussed in order to make trading better and easier, but this is not like I can speak in 15 minutes or 25 minutes. It takes weeks to explain this kind of things. And even if I'm explaining them to you, it will take you months or even years to put them in practice and get to that level. You saw me sometimes speaking about the trading environment. Well, we are in an easy trading environment and in a hard trading environment. That helped me a lot with trading because when your plan says that we are in an easy trading environment, what I mean by that is that all your like 55% to 65% or even more. I even had win rate at some point 81%. Let's say what it's about 60%. That's a good trading, easy trading environment. Then you can maximize the profits. You can push the pedal and actually execute all the setups that you see. But if you see that the market is really not delivering your plans, and it's so you like Tom Dante says, if you found already a system that proved itself profitable over time, and that system is usually fluctuating, it's exactly like the waves from Elliot from Wyckoff. Yeah, exactly like that. You have periods when it has a 65% win rate, it has periods when it has a 40% win rate, and then it has this 50% equilibrium zones. It's exactly like that in the price action in trading. But you need to identify the periods when it's bad for your portfolio to push the pedal, and you should sit with your hands under your ass and only trigger those A plus, and the moments where the market is stupid simple and actually you should execute all your trades, not only the A plus, maybe even the more mediocre ones that don't have a confirmation. It's a lot to speak about, but I would encourage you to educate yourself, learn, put put a lot of effort towards education. You cannot be a good trader without education. You cannot be a good IT guy without education and stuff like that. I cannot enforce enough how strong is the education part. And I don't say that we are doing the greatest job. No, I think we are just stupid traders doing our stupid job day in, day out. What we do good is consistency. We are here for, I think, 2 years and a half, 3 years on a daily basis. You see us executing. You saw us when we took the losses. You saw us when we took the trades live. There's nothing to say like, well, how good we are or how bad we are, because everything was done transparently, and you saw everything that we did. And in that regard, if you enjoy what we are doing, Couple One it's open, and Couple Two it's also open. I only have few spots actually because one person is interested. So I only have 2 spots for the students that want to be day traders. So it's not about investor or stuff like that. If you want to put the time and effort to be a day trader, then first I'll need to see if you fit as a student. And the Couple One is also open. You can go and back PJ. I think he still has some spots, and you can get a discount if you use my referral, say Stefan. I'm moving the profits. Well, that depends on your master plan, SSP. If you don't have a master plan, you'll ask yourself this question, but I have lots of things to do with with the money from the profits because I have a master plan and I know where to put them. Maybe I want a car, maybe I want a land, maybe I want a house and stuff like that. And you put them towards your goal. And that's a lot of rant about because you need a very good master plan. All right, let's call it a session because ah, I'm tired a little bit. I liked the live. You guys asked the proper questions actually. Don't forget that we are going live again at New York trading session in 4 hours from now with PJ. I really enjoyed it. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all the chart requests that you asked and for your feedback. I really enjoy when I see people actively engaging and they ask the right question, that they put time and effort towards succeeding, because that's why you are here, I guess. No, you are here to make it. Otherwise, I don't know, you would go and do something else with your time. So put the time and effort and you will make it. Be consistent towards, so have a really consistent approach towards your goal and you will make it. You need to understand that 1% a day, it gets you closer to your towards your final goal, to put it like that. So it's really important. Thank you very much, guys, and see you in 4 hours with PJ at New York trading session. Also, if you want to join Discord, good luck applying. I cannot say we'll see you on the Discord now. Good luck applying. It is what it is. We went private and only about 18, 15, 18, maximum 20% of people are allowed. Thank you very much. Bye bye.